So another, entrepreneurial thing you've done, risk-taking thing you've done, innovative thing you've done is you started a foundation for social entrepreneurs.
Right.
So what prompted that, and what is your sort of innovation to investing in social entrepreneurs?
Well, Robin and I had made a lot of money, as I say, through this India fund, and we decided we want to give some back, and so we started what you would call a venture capital company for nonprofits, and we more of a seed funder for nonprofits, and we set the rules, and they're exactly the same. We've now been in operation for 10 years, and we gave $100,000 a year for 3 years to entrepreneurs that wanted to do some social purpose, health, education, helping immigrants here in coming to this country and trying to get them settled, helping returning veterans who are wounded one way or mentally or physically get reoriented here, helping another one is Room to Read. They built 1,000 schools and about 10,000 libraries in Nepal, India, about 6 countries in Asia, and several countries in Africa. And now the guy that started that, John Woods, got his first $100,000 from me. And he's an entrepreneur, just like we look for in the for-profit space. And he is now on a $50 million a year budget.
Wow.
And we gave him his first $100,000. That gives us a better feeling almost than the venture community. Wow. One is called Vision Spring, New York, started by an ophthalmologist who realized these women in Indian villages who were losing their vision after they turned 40 didn't need an ophthalmologist, they just needed drugstore glasses. So he bought in great quantity from China these drugstore glasses, little magnifying glasses, and sold them to female entrepreneurs in India, and bought them for $1, sold them for $2, and then they in turn sold them for $4 to these people who might lose their job because they were knitting or pulling thread in one way or another, or lots of other things that required their eyes. So a $4 investment was well worth it, even though that sounds like a lot of money to anyone living in a little village in India. That's called Vision Spring. He's now booming. I think he sold 1 million glasses. And another. I mean, they're just one after one guy we backed. The one that started the Mission Continues, which helps the veterans. He is Eric Greitens. He's a Rhodes Scholar, a White House Fellow, and a Navy SEAL.
Wow.
He's written a book. He's written a book, good book, called The Heart and the Fist, about that. And he had served several terms of duty in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Brilliant guy, and we backed him in a minute. Well, I would have backed him if he wanted to do the for-profit. He didn't. He wanted to do this mission. Mission Continues. So, it's exciting. So I'm spending most of my time now on the foundation. And we've got 3 or 4 MBAs that are really managing the process. We've done, 40 or 50 of these. And we're now looking toward stepping it up and getting even bigger. Rob Kaplan joined Robin Richards and I, and me, I should say. And we, I got to get that right. And we like Rob a lot. One, because he put good bit of money into the foundation to help us get forward. But he teaches leadership at Harvard Business School, and he's very committed. He had the idea himself, but realized that we were already there, so he joined us. And now it's called Draper Richards Kaplan Foundation. And if any of your viewers want to start up a nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
we would love to talk to them, and
Uh-huh.
we will pick, the best of the best. So,
Uh-huh.
these it's just like venture capital. You don't go for everybody that comes in
Right.
the door, but we are pretty liberal about what the mission is.
Uh-huh.
We'll do anything, and if you're excited about it, if you're the right entrepreneur, and if it looks like it's going to do some good for the world.
And if you can find a pathway to sustaining it after 3 years, is that part
So
of the
that's
model?
one place we help them.
Right.
So in those 3 years, we don't just give them the $100,000 a year,
Mhm.
but we give them a lot of coaching, hand-holding. Like venture capitalists
Right,
should.
right.
We get them connected to Stanford and Harvard Business School professors that
Uh-huh.
coach them on strategy, fundraising,
Mhm.
HR, human relations, and so we have a very small failure rate in that business. It's like the old days in venture capital.
Right.
We've actually lost only about 3 that didn't make what our, we set certain
Uh-huh.
targets for each year,
Right.
and after 3 years, if they still need us, if the 100,000 is still important, we've made a mistake,
Uh-huh.
and we introduce them to money sources
Right.
that are bigger than ours, and
Okay.
will be, like the B round or
Right.
the C round.
Can carry them beyond.
Yeah.
Right.